everybody! Hi! Sorry for a bit of a delay. We were exactly 42 seconds. I don't know if you were actually counting, so. Yes, hi, welcome to tonight's stream. We are having a break off of Rapid Riders this week and next week because some people found it okay to go on holiday. I.e.
in Turkey.
Of
I mean, they're missing all of these grey skies, all of this rain. Yeah, you're not seeing any of it. So whatever, losers.
But yes, we have Rich here from Hatchling Games, and he's gonna take us through Inspirisles, and I'm very excited. Rich, do you want to tell us about it?
Yes, pleasure to be here. So Inspirisles is our first role-playing game, and I worked for a deaf charity for about 12 years and decided to create something that would teach you basic BSL and ASL sign language. So that's what we're going to do tonight in the first session. So we're going to create our Pendragon characters and explore a little bit of the world and learn some finger spelling and alphabets.
Yay!
Nice to be here.
Yeah, very excited. Cool. We have been given character sheets, which we'll get up now. Yes.
Nice.
Cool.
So I normally read like this long introduction from the characters in the game, but I'm not feeling up to that with my voice the way it is. So I'll give you a little bit of a background to the beginning of the game. So you play the descendants of Arthur and Guinevere Pendragon. You're called Pendragons, and one day, when you're about 15 or 16 years old, you are led to a portal by a creature called a well-wisher, which can be any sort of mammal that you like, so a fox, a rat, any sort of bird. And it speaks to you and it leads you through a portal to this alternate British Isles and island. And that's where you meet a couple of characters called Scriv the Bard and Cecily. And they're around a campfire and they kind of explain that you've been sent here to fulfill a pact made like centuries ago by Guinevere, where you will attempt to heal the kingdom by collecting belief and fighting against or battling disbelief, which are two opposing energies. So that's kind of the premise behind the game, and we'll go straight into character creation if you're ready.
Yeah.
Yes.
Definitely.
Okay, cool. Right. So if you've got your character sheets, I'll do a little spoken introduction to the characters. Well, now, where to begin? Where do you think, Cecily? Ah, yes. If your brain feels little like scrambled eggs, that's perfectly normal. I remember when I travelled here for the first time. I was a wreck for hours, wasn't I, Cecily? Oh, right. You weren't there, were you? Why do I keep thinking you were there? Never mind. Now, you may be needing a little reassurance, and I can certainly give you that. There's no need to worry. As different as the islands are, you are in no immediate danger. What's that, Cecily? Yes, I'm getting to that point. Don't rush me. I did mention a pact, which you're probably wondering about. We're all special. We have ancestors who made a deal a long time ago with the rulers of these islands. That handshake beneath the world tree sealed our fate. Yes, I too grew up on Earth, and when I was 15, I was also led here. You'll have to prove yourselves over a series of quests in order to earn the favour of the rulers and your ticket home. Naturally, I succeeded in mine, but decided to stay as many others have before me. I'm not bragging, Cecily. I'm just being factual. You like facts, don't you? Anyway, once I decided to stay, I went adventuring and simply never stopped. Aethelin is my patron, and they decided I was to take on the job of introducing new Pendragons to the islands. How could I say no? Yes, Cecily, I know I could have said no, but you're missing the point. It was rhetoric. Enough of my rambling. Cecily's going to start giving me her painted look in a minute, so I'll shift right along. No rest for the wicked and all. You know Cecily and I, now we want to know about you. What are your names? So, we're going to start by finding out what you want to be called and your pronouns. So we've got a non-binary name table if you wish to roll on that, or you can come up with your own character name.
I'm terrible
That's your
at
choice.
names. Absolutely just terrible. So I'm gonna roll.
Awesome.
Yeah, 2d6, yeah?
2d6, yeah.
Wow, I got a 1 and 2. That's fine.
I will roll, but there's a
A
couple
1
of
and a
names
2?
on there that I quite like.
Dana. That's a lot like Diana. I'm gonna change it. we can't do that.
You could do the other one. You could do 2 and 1, innit?
What have you got?
Oh, yeah,
did you
that's true.
What did you get? A 2 or 1?
I actually really like. It's not the point, is it?
Are you cheating? You're looking at a list.
Yeah.
Well, that's just good. It's a prompt, isn't it? So it's like an inspirational prompt.
I like Piper.
Piper. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna.
What are your pronouns going to be?
She, they.
She, they. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Cool.
like Zephyr.
Are you going for that, Kat?
Zephyr, yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled a 3-3, but I already decided that I like Zephyr.
Yeah, see?
I love the way you're screaming with that game already.
It's like flipping a coin. You know, if you flip the coin and know how you want it to land, that's the decision made before the coin is
Exactly.
I'm going to go off of this because as soon as we started thinking about elements of screen, I immediately had a name stick in my brain and it won't go out. I want to be called Bug.
Bug.
Oh.
Bug.
1G or 2?
Just one.
What's Zephyr's pronouns?
She, her.
And what's Bug's?
Currently, he, him.
Okay. And then finally, Phil.
Marlon. There we are. That's a name.
M-A-R-L-N.
R-L-O-N.
Marlon. And your pronouns?
He, him.
Cool, thanks. Okay.
I forgot mine. Piper.
Excellent. It's wonderful to put names to all the faces. I'm terrible with that sort of thing and probably forget them instantly. Thankfully, Cecily's invaluable at remembering all the little details. While we're on the subject, I need you to sort through those memories that are sure to be flooding in and pinpoint the very earliest one. You'll know it when you see it. It's always been there lurking in the back of your brain, but it took coming here to bring it out of hiding. So find your earliest memory and describe it to me. So this bit is kind of unique in terms of character creation. So you've got to affiliate with a certain race on the islands. They're kind of like they're called friends on the islands. So I'm going to read you 8 little paragraphs, and I want you all to close your eyes for this, and just get imagine what it's like to be in these different cultures, and after I've read them through, I want you to pick one each. Okay. Your first memory is of rock being hammered. As you adjust to the din, you notice gleaming gemstones, battered iron carts, sharp picks, and mole-like creatures surrounding your amethyst crib. Your first memory is of billowing jets of steam. As you adjust to the heat, you notice serene pools, drying towels, cascading fireworks, and lizard-like creatures surrounding your scale crib. Your first memory is of bustling market stalls. As you adjust to the crowds, you notice colourful mushrooms, dancing lights, circus tents, and crow-like creatures surrounding your obsidian crib. Your first memory is of blinding sunlight. As you adjust to the glare, you notice clouds passing, windmills spinning, scrolls fluttering, and dove-like creatures surrounding your feathered crib. Your first memory is of instruments playing. As you adjust to the rhythm, you notice a spitting hearth, glasses clinking, roaring laughter, and goat-like creatures surrounding your barrel crib. Your first memory is of whirring cogs. As you adjust to the chaos, you notice metal contraptions, glowing furnaces, leather aprons, and leaf-like creatures surrounding your toolbox crib. Your first memory is of bitter wind. As you adjust to the cold, you notice ice sculptures, falling snow, knot cymbals, and bear-like creatures surrounding your stone crib. And finally, your first memory is of salt on your tongue. As you adjust to the taste, you notice ships rocking, waves crashing, dolphins surfacing, and turtle-like creatures surrounding your clamshell crib. Okay.
Yeah.
Did any
I-
stand out for you?
What was the second one again?
The obsidian one.
Second one was the steam and the serene pools and the drying towels and the fireworks and lizards.
Oh,
That one I thought of you.
only because
I
of
mean-
lizards.
Only because it was lizards, yeah.
Yeah. I think for my character, the feather one.
The feathers, okay.
The feather. Correct.
So in your Zephyr's friend and home, okay.
Yeah.
You want to write glow for the friend.
Yeah.
And roost for the home.
Okay.
Okay. Who else is chosen? What do your instincts tell you?
Obsidian.
Yep. Obsidian. That one was yes. Okay. So your friend is the Glimmer,
Yeah.
and they live in Miasma.
Ooh.
Miasma.
Yeah.
You got glimmer and glow. Sorry, it's very cool.
You've got Glimmer and Glow already.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Might be a bit of tension there between you.
Yeah.
What tension?
What did Marlon think of first?
I don't know. I quite like. I think it was the first and the last ones actually.
The first
Stood out
one's like
to me the
hammering
most.
rock, like sharp iron, picks and stuff and moles. And the last one was like the seaside, essentially.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
The sea. Okay.
Yeah.
So your friends are the Bucca, Bucca,
Okay.
and they live in Trident.
Trident.
And finally, Bug.
The mole people definitely caught my attention, but that was superseded by the leaf people with the leaf crib
yeah.
and like the whirring
Yeah.
cogs and gears. I was like, yeah, yes.
Okay, so your friends with the Piskies.
Oh.
Piskies.
Yeah, and they live in Barrow. Barrow.
Nice.
In Barrow, the place. Cool. Pond Furnace. Sorry.
Not quite.
Ah. Not there.
Brilliant, nice one. Okay, everyone's written that down. Okay, lovely. You're doing brilliant. I'm not being patronising, Cecily. That's just how I sound sometimes. The next little thing I'm going to ask is to do with our inspired here on the islands. Every Pendragon must have a patron, and you are no different. Back on Earth, do you love fireworks so much it's made your parents' hair turn grey? Are you happiest in a garden surrounded by things that grow? Maybe you're a keen swimmer or surfer. Or perhaps your first thought is taking a kite out on a windy day. Have a little think and let me know which element appeals to you the most. Fire, earth, water and air. We've had a little conversation about this beforehand.
We
I told
did,
them not
yeah.
to argue with each other.
I think it was quite unanimous.
You could probably tell from the backgrounds that we picked. Slightly themed.
Yeah. I am fire.
I have
So
air.
Piper's fire,
Yeah.
Zephyr's air. Which figures?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
even. I googled what
Actually,
Zephyr
that-
means after picking it, and I was like,
Actually,
huh.
That's
all
excuse
kind
me.
of works, really,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Because
Marlon,
Leafy-
you're
Piper.
I got
water, aren't you?
turtle buddies lived in Trident, so
Yeah, makes
yeah,
sense.
water would make sense.
And that leaves earth for Bug,
Yeah.
which also kind of makes sense.
Leaves.
Excellent. Right. Brilliant. Put this little list here for myself. Right. That was easy. Right, so fill in the patron. So your patron, if you're fire, your patron's called Kilna. Kilna. So Piper's patron's Kilna, and obviously your element's fire. On your character sheet,
Yeah.
this is.
Cool.
Zephyr's is called Vorm. Vorm. He's like a moody boy. who runs a pirate ship, and Kilner is a blacksmith and also a
Yes.
street performer.
I love it.
So the gods are very integrated within society, from the friend societies. They're all you can see you're access to them all the time, so they're not really that divine. Marlon, your patron's Aethelin, Athelyn, Aethelin.
Nice.
They run a bathhouse. And Bug, your patron is a grain, and they maintain a vineyard.
How do you spell grain?
EGRAIN.
Nice.
Okay, great, nice one. Good. It's a relief to have that out of the way and not nagging at you like some old loose tooth. You're all too young to know what that feels like, but I had one not that long ago, and it was awful. You remember, Cecily? Of course you do. You were there, and you yanked it out. You're wonderfully practical. Yes, that is a compliment. Don't act like I never give you any. We're nearly finished now, but I'd love it if you could tell me about your interests. I find it's much the best way of getting to know somebody. As you can probably already tell, my hobbies are travelling and journaling. I do enjoy singing, but I fully admit my voice may not be described as good. Cecily, you can stop smirking now. I haven't forgotten you saying that. So how about you? What hobby brings you joy? So again, we've got a table here if you wanna roll on it, or you can think of something that you enjoyed when you were back on the material plane.
Okay. How far
Thought
down?
of one. I'm gonna roll it, see which one I like best.
Okay.
How far down are we going?
I'm gonna roll anyway, but I might
Yep.
still pick one.
Yeah, I prefer what I saw, which immediately stood out, which was photography.
Okay, so Bug's a photographer.
Oh,
I got 2 and 6, which is Reiki. What is that?
Reiki's like
Reiki.
kind of like
lost my dice.
martial. I think it's a martial. I don't think it's a martial art, but it's like
Meditative kind of.
yeah, kind of like yeah.
Okay. Or possibly decorating. Oh my gosh, rapping.
Mine came up with cosplaying. There we go. That'll it. That's it.
Cosplayer. Nice.
Yeah.
I think I'll go with astronomy.
Nice.
I'm gonna go with journaling.
Okay, cool.
Aw.
Add that to your character sheet. Ah, interesting. I feel we're well on the way to becoming fast friends. Lastly, I need Cecily to bring her sack over. Cecily, the sack! Oh, you already have it. Wonderfully practical, as I've said. All of you reach in and take a scroll matching your element. Now, it's probably a good idea to get going. Have you all finished your drinks? Wonderful. Cecily will head off and prepare the cabin for your arrival, and we'll take the more scenic route. I'll just grab my pan flute. I've been meaning to practice a new tune, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. Everyone's ready? Right. Best foot forward and eyes to the horizon. Right. So this is your chance to change your mind if you don't like something, if you don't like your friend or your reverse to one of the elements. Otherwise we'll move on.
No, I think that's good.
Oh,
Excellent.
I kind of.
So
No, it's fine. I just
Okay,
saw
so-
the candle making and I thought that was good. I'm sorry. Okay, good.
candle making. Well, you can change anything you want, obviously.
I think I'd like to
To be honest, the
a
hobby is
candle
not
maker.
vital.
I'm a candle maker. I want to be a candle maker.
You've changed it, yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
nice one.
okay, sorry.
Handler.
That fire.
I mean, yeah, makes sense.
So you follow Scriv across the sort of like landscape through a forest, and she's trying to play this pan flute as you go. What do you feel about her playing this flute? Does it sound good, or does it sound dissonant and hideous?
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it's
To me.
probably a good a good bit of pan flute. Would it, like I gotta say I chose journaling, but I rolled beatboxing on the list. So part of me's now thinking like if I'd done beatboxing, I could totally back
You
Scrim
could,
up.
yeah.
But instead, I'll just write about how nice it is.
Oh.
Sorry.
So as you emerge from the woods, you see like this huge cabin in the distance, in one of the valleys, and behind it is this enormous mountain. And from the cavern, there's smoke coming out of the chimney, and the lights look really like inviting and all warm from every window. And you can see some ponies, sort of like in the stables attached to the building, and it all overlooks this really, really lovely sort of like circular lake. It's getting quite late, and as you descend into this valley up to the cabin, Scriv turns around. Well, my friends, this is your home for the foreseeable future. It's been base camp to many Pendragons before you and will continue long after you've departed. Yes, Cecily, I'm aware I tend to wax poetic on occasion. It rather comes with the job description, you know. Well, here we are. This is the main living space, and she kind of walks in. It's open plan, as you can see. This is where you'll be socialising, relaxing, and most importantly, practicing your shaping skills under the expert guidance of none other than... Oh, for goodness sake, I told her. Sita! Sita, where on earth are you? Sita! Oh, there you are. This, my fine adventurers, is Sita. So you see this sort of dragon walk in, and she's dressed, and she's got a scarf around her neck, like a purple scarf. And she's got like little glasses on the end of her, kind of like more, and no wings, curiously. Even though many of you might have been used to dragons with wings, she doesn't possess wings. Long reptilian tail, and halfway through, like knitting something. You don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but she walks in holding these needles, and it's half finished knitting pattern. Sita's our resident worm tutor. There's no finer anywhere on the islands, and nobody can tell me any different. And here's Backtoe, and you see like a strange mole-like humanoid creature with an apron, wearing an apron, and gloves, like these leather gloves. And he's kind of sat next to the kitchen on like a stool. Backtoe, I'd like you to meet our latest crop of Pendragons. Backtoe is an infuser, and when you're ready to spend belief, I guarantee you need look no further. Actually, that reminds me. Backtoe, do you have my quill order prepared? Yes, the one with the preposterously large feathers. I do like to make a statement. You're quite correct. I can always rely on your brutal honesty from you and Cecily, can't I? Oh dear, I've got sidetracked again. Where was I? Ah, yes, the tour. Let's carry on now. We've met everyone. This cabin is built on 2 floors. This is obviously the ground floor, and as well as the main space, it has a rather quaint kitchen equipped with the basics you'll need to refuel after an action-packed day. We'll go upstairs now. Just ignore the alarming creaking. Cecily assures me she has it all in hand. I've mentioned how practical it is, haven't I? Upstairs is the real surprise. Let's all gather on the landing for a moment. Just here, that's right. Now take a slow walk down the corridor and find your sanctuary. You'll know it immediately. Right.
Okay.
So this is kind of quite a unique mechanic. So basically, the idea is that every room in the questing cabin, once opened, your sort of perfect space, or your sort of a place that you found really comfortable on Earth, that you've got really positive memories of, or like experiences around, is suddenly transported behind this door. So it could be absolutely anything, and this is going to be your sanctuary. So it's a space that you come back to after questing days, and you feel very comfortable. So it could be like your grandfather's wood workshop, Could be like a swimming baths, changing room, like a jacuzzi. It could be like I don't know, like a beach, a small cove or something, or it could be absolutely anything you want. So I want you to kind of think about your character's element, and come up with something, a space, and describe it to me. And take your time over this.
And it's like it's as you open the door.
So open a door. It literally replicates your sort of like your most comfortable and sort of like positive space.
So Marlo would open the door, and it would be essentially like opening it up onto like just a porchway of like a log cabin that just has like a little jetty going out just onto like a huge lake. And there's
Nice.
like the other side of the lake is all trees and mountains in the distance, and it's peaceful as hell.
Yeah, so it's really surreal when you open the door because it's like it opens up into a whole nother world. And all these positive memories flood back to you, and you kind of just want to go in and just sit by the jetty, put your feet in the water.
Yeah, there's a rocking chair right there.
Nice. You kind of settle in there, and you're away then. You're like, yeah, this is the life.
Mine is the same. It's not.
You're
It's the
fire.
other side. So when when they open the door, it's like you're going into a very small log cabin, and
Nice.
it's really warm in there. There's like a really nice rug. There's a big fireplace. The fire is roaring. There's like Christmas decorations everywhere, and then outside it's snowing. But on the inside,
Ooh.
it's really warm and cozy and Christmassy.
Yeah, because what time of day is it when you open the door?
Oh, it's like nighttime, I think.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
interesting.
Anyone
And
else in the log cabin?
you were in a log cabin in a log cabin. Interesting.
Yeah. Inception of log cabins.
Mine is when you go through the door, it's you find yourself at the top of one mountain, but you can see all the other mountains in the difference. Similar to Phil's, I guess, but without the lake and a jetty.
Mhm.
Oops. So it's just one mountain, and there's a words brisk. There's a brisk
Mhm.
like wind.
Yeah.
And it's just you up there and nothing but sky. You can just see sky.
It's just really
for days.
silent, yeah, like serene.
Serene.
Okay,
but
nice.
yeah, there's a wind that it's a nice breeze. Yeah, and it's just a huge view of clouds and sky and the tops of
Lovely.
other mountains because you're on the biggest mountain.
Nice. That's delightful. And what does Bug find
So
when he
Bug
opens the door?
is surrounded by a grove of trees. There's a small, just a small river with a little bit of a waterfall. Like it's maybe 1 foot, 2 foot high. It's permanently dawn here, so the dawn chorus is always making noise, just nature surrounding them. But the main feature is this little bird hide with a little bit of like camouflaging in leaves that have naturally fallen on there from the oaks and the sycamores all around. And you can just crawl in, and there's just a comfy cushion that you can just lie back on. You can sit in there, almost like a beanbag kind of cushion, and just watch the nature around you without disturbing it. And that is Bug's sanctuary.
Oh, that's pretty. That's amazing. Nice one. Thank you. Right. Now, the last thing to do, now that you're comfortable in your space, is you have to select 5 items. These are on your character sheet in the spaces. Now, we've got rolling tables for everything, so you can either roll on an item table of worn items, or you can do ones that are carried. So I've got a table for both. It's nice to have a combination of stuff you wear and stuff you carry. And these items are kind of vital to the game because they can be upgraded as you collect belief. And Backtoe will upgrade those items for you. It doesn't matter what they are. Could be a Sony Walkman.
Sunny
I'm
Walkman.
gonna roll on some, but there's two that I definitely want. One is gonna be a nice digital camera that like is fairly portable that I can take with
Yeah.
me because that's something that Bug always carries. And the other one is this little jar with a little bit of muslin with a little bit of netting underneath it as well, with air holes poked in there. There's not a bug in there currently, or any kind of insect, but there's like little bits of moss at the bottom, and it's like a little bug catching jar.
Nice.
Yeah, those are the two things.
Perfect.
But I definitely wanted to have.
Okay. So if any of you want to fill out, or tell me if you're filling out any, or if you want to roll, it's up to you.
Roll. What?
Okay, go.
How many do we have again?
5. So you can pick between worn or carried.
Roll the rest and do 2 worn ones as well because I haven't had anything.
Yeah.
Got a jumper.
Aren't you warm enough?
No.
You can bend fire.
No. Not yet. I can't. I got a badge.
What page is the items on?
61 in this book.
Yeah, or I can
my
tell
God.
you if you roll.
Amazing. Completely random roll. I got a candle.
Yeah. Nice.
I love it.
Perfect.
That makes sense.
Perfect.
Is a folding fan those ones
Yeah.
that fold?
Yeah.
Those fans that fold. Are they those spans that fold?
Yeah, is that is a folding fan a fan that folds?
How do they
Yeah,
work?
sorry about the Sony Walkman reference. I'm 44 now, so I'm nearly 44, so that's why I said that. Yeah.
The next one is going to be a journal, but I'm going to flip it and it's going to be... Oh, I
Where
don't
is
like
that?
What does your badge have on it, Piper?
It's the non-binary colours.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
Oops.
for the third item, I rolled boots, so like really knackered but still functional, like hiking boots, but like clearly some use. A very fluffy. No, it wouldn't be fluffy. It would be like one of those hiking jumpers that's like clearly meant to be breathable. Again, covered in like mud and
Not that.
just, yeah. And the final thing was I would just want to roll something. I want to carry it, and I rolled a slingshot, and I think that's cool. But I want to keep it.
Cool. I've picked a necklace, which is gonna be an obsidian necklace because I also have one of those, so I'm gonna keep that.
Nice.
Yeah. Oh, dungarees. You know what? I might just come as this
As
next
you.
week. Yeah. That's happening.
That's a great idea. Yeah.
I'll do that.
You're a cosplayer anyway, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Slash candle maker. Nice.
How are you looking, Zephyr? Are you have you got some items?
I've got the egg, the kite, and the hairbrush.
Nice.
I'm gonna be pretty windswept all the time, so
you need that brush.
I'm gonna roll for clothes because I can't decide. So
nice.
Backpack and a coat.
Functional. Yeah.
I want someone to get a poncho.
I thought about poncho as well.
And a wig. I want someone to get a wig.
Oh, yeah,
Wig.
shit.
That's
Hey,
right.
can I have that? I can add that to my thing next week.
And finally, Marlon, what have you got? Items.
Do you mind if I just pick journal? It
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
makes sense as it's
Yeah,
the hobby. I think kind of makes sense. And it's 3 items, yeah. Let's roll on clothing. We got 2 and a 4. It's a necklace or earrings. What I have as what's a suitably watery looking thing to have in a necklace?
Like a droplet.
I like a
Yeah,
droplet.
yeah, like a little teardrop shaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sort of can't afford a sapphire but blue. Ukulele, why not?
Yeah.
Nice.
Do you have one of those? IRL.
Yes. So
There you go.
Perfect. Perfect.
I'm hearing a cosplaying
Righto.
session next week.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to do something.
Just
I'll
sit
wear
you
my
with an egg.
I'll wear my dragon outfit. Just teach you sign language. Right, now talking of sign language, we need to start learning the alphabet and finger spelling.
Yay.
So
Right.
first I want you to sign your character names. And then your element.
Ooh. Oh gosh. Oh wait, there's a thing that teaches us.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it
Yeah,
on
so
screen so that
get your
people-
alphabet up.
I'm gonna put it on screen so
So
that
glad
people
chose
also
a short
can
name.
see this.
So,
Yeah.
Bug's quite easy.
There
Yeah.
you go, everybody. You could also join us.
Oh, thank you,
this.
Brie. That's brilliant.
Awesome.
Yeah, so
Ah, okay, cool.
B, U, because it's, I guess it's A, E, I, O, U. So
yeah.
B, U, G. Look.
God.
Very much a
Yeah, so
nickname, but
these
Just short
are
name.
your vowels. Oh, these are your vowels. A, E, I, O, U. And then you're learning your finger spelling your name, which is essentially using the alphabet to individually letter your names. So B-U-G, bug, yeah, obviously. So it's not that easy to do it on stream, but it's just the idea of learning anyway. P, yeah,
I.
yeah,
You're trying to do it so I can think people see.
yeah,
P. E.
yeah,
R.
yeah, nice,
And I got
perfect,
Z,
yeah,
E,
yeah,
E, P,
yeah,
H,
yeah,
Y,
yeah,
and R.
perfect, brilliant.
Took a long one, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
With a Z.
Yeah,
Z in it.
yeah.
One I'm probably not going to need to use ever again.
And Marlon.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
How are you guys doing it? Like
Yeah.
so, or should I
Yeah,
just
yeah,
still
that's
doing
right. You just do it naturally if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
M A R L?
Yeah.
Oh, put the fingers in. L O.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? And then
Next
S.
to him.
Yeah. Yeah, so N
Okay.
and M, so 2 and 3.
You got M, L, and N all
Yeah.
in one.
Brilliant. And your elements we'll do in a little while when we do our mechanics, when we do our shaping. Excellent. So the idea is that you every time you come to a session, you'll do the greetings, which are in the game. So like, how are you? Like, good evening. All sorts of things like that. Now, and if we ever celebrate anything in the game, normally we'd clap, but with a deaf awareness game, we'd obviously wave. Yeah, exactly. So wave your hands.
Hey.
Now, the next bit. So you kind of spend the evening in this space, in this cabin, because how would you not? Because you've gone back to your perfect place from any part of your life, and you wake up in the morning. You can smell kind of like a breakfast platter downstairs, and the smell sort of takes you out of the room, and you all kind of convene outside in the corridor. And yeah, over to you. Get to know each other, do a bit of role playing.
That's my contribution.
I slept on a porch by a lake. It's like I haven't been there since my childhood. That is amazing. It's like walking into a dream.
Huh. Mine was like a log cabin in the dark at Christmas. It was like Christmas every day.
Cozy. I wish it could be.
It is in my room.
Well, mine was outside on
That seems
the top
cold.
of a mountain. There's no one around. Peaceful.
That seems really
Cool.
cold.
It was a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's not the best.
I don't mind that.
Mine was this bird hide that me and my dad built ages ago. I forgot about it. Hi, I'm Bug. They just call me Bug.
I'm Zephyr.
Like,
With
yeah.
the wind.
Oh,
Oh, awesome!
Whoosh.
That's a great name.
I'm Piper. Like
Piper.
pipes.
I'm Marlon, like that actor with the jowls.
Like the Brando.
Oh.
Brando. The Brando.
Like the Godfather.
Well, the-
They're done.
They're done.
Sorry, it's an in joke.
Don't get
We'll
it.
explain.
Right.
We'll explain.
Okay.
Phil has a picture of the Godfather.
Godfather.
Yep, it's the
But it
Godfather.
In
It
his
says the
living
Don
room.
underneath, but all the
But there's
letters
no
are spaced
gap.
the same.
Yeah, there's no gap between the and Don, so
She just
Thedon.
goes,
who's-
who's Thedon? Oh, yeah,
Oh,
he's
I knew
Bad
what it
bit
was.
of-
I was
the
just
bad bit of
doing
printing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. You hear a voice from down from the bottom floor. Right. Time for some breakfast. Training is pretty rigorous. You need to fill your bellies. Get some energy.
Cool.
Anyone else know what a
Nope.
training
Alright.
No.
for? Huh. Cool.
Guess we'll find out.
They have like a dragon and things. So
Yeah.
What's a dragon,
And it
right?
didn't-
Dragon
and it
and a
didn't eat-
mole.
I know. That's
That
not the
dragon had
combo.
wings.
Yeah,
Okay.
but
Right.
Yeah, but some dogs don't have tails, and they usually have tails. So it's a similar kind of thing. Just don't say it. Don't say it in
It's
case.
just like, yeah, is that like an awkward conversation? Like you would ask,
Yeah.
and then like, no, actually, it was amputated. And it's just
Yeah,
not-
maybe they're
fair.
sensitive about it.
Yeah, maybe. Okay, I won't ask.
Yeah. Good.
Come on then, downstairs.
yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Following my nose.
I presume you slept well. Most Pendragons do on their arrival.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It was amazing.
Did you guys sleep outside?
Yeah,
Oh.
it's the fresh air and it's lush.
Mm.
You hear the dragon from the living room by the fire. Don't get too comfortable.
So we've got to
Why not?
we got some challenges ahead of us.
Have you? Yes, indeed. More than you can ever imagine.
Oh.
You're descendants of royal blood. You have to represent, step up.
Okay.
Are we all
Alright.
related?
Very, very distantly.
Oh. Oh. Okay.
For sure.
Okay.
Cool.
And Scriv kind of says, just she can be a little bit prickly. Listen, as you can see, and she kind of indicates the kitchen, and there's like a huge platter put on. There's like fried breakfast, there's like pastries, there's like continental things. There's all sorts you can imagine. It seems to have been like prepared magically this morning. It's like it's an absolute feast, basically. So it's like your space upstairs is kind of like you can have everything you kind of would desire in a breakfast.
Yeah.
Watermelon.
What do you go for, by the way? Just curiously.
Watermelon.
Pastries. All of the pastries.
Why not? All the pastries, yeah.
All of the pastries.
Like everything. Yeah.
Think
Like you're gonna get
stack
some of the meats, and then
Yep.
yogurt, and then
Yeah.
put a grape on it, and then
I just have a half watermelon and a spoon.
Just gets a big stack of pancakes and then also an apple.
Right, okay.
Balance.
Balanced diet.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Right, before you can settle down and finish properly, barely any time to actually sit down and dig in. Sita kind of gets up from the living room and sort of throws her knitting to the side and kind of stomps over. Right. I think we should go outside and start now. We're running out of time already.
Okay.
I'm gonna take some grapes, put them in my pocket.
Shove a last
take
pan of
something with
chocolate
you,
in my
just-
mouth.
Yes, take some stuff with you if you need to.
I
But
take
we're
the
going
other
down to
half
the
of
lakeside.
watermelon.
Cool, definitely.
In my backpack that I have.
Yeah. I have dungarees. I have lots of pockets for
Pocket
grapes.
bacon.
Pocket bacon. Mm.
Right. So Sita kind of walks out the back door of the cabin, the side door from the kitchen, and it sort of overlooks the lake. And she starts walking down towards the lake bank. Right, follow me. Finish up what you're eating.
Right. Yeah.
Follows on. It's like munching apple as they go. It's like it's biodegradable, of course. You can just if you can eat it on the go, it's great. That was stupid. Of course you know that. And he just keeps going.
Oh. No, but
Look, I don't expect any of you to do very well with this, but you never know. There have been rare examples of Pendragons excelling from the off. Now, you each have a scroll given to you by Scriv. This should match the element that you are associated with now.
Right.
I want you to open the scroll and have a quick read.
Ooh.
I'll show you the principles of shaping your element. Now, things work differently here than they do in your world. You'll find that making certain hand gestures will generate elemental power. And this is what you'll use to combat disbelief, which is a terrible negative energy affecting our kingdom. It's spread by greed and corruption and hatred, all sorts of negative things. If you can somehow collect belief, which is the opposite, then you will have done a great service and be allowed to return home.
Oh.
You have no choice but to fulfill your pact made by your great ancestor Guinevere.
Little heads up, I suppose, would have been nice.
Yeah,
But,
that would have been nice.
but
Like
that's
a
it.
letter in the post or something.
That's
Stop
cool.
complaining. Read the
Okay.
scroll.
Okay.
Note to self: when a dragon tells you to do something,
Fine,
you do it.
You do.
Do it.
And Sita kind of starts moving her hands in certain motions, and you see like a spark of ignite on the end of her fingertip, and on a second fingertip, kind of like water runs down it, and the third fingertip, are kind of like vines, very small vines, wrap around it, and on a fourth finger, she's only got 4 fingers, it kind of this like lightning bolt shoots off into the grass. Very rare that someone can master all 4. I just wanted to give you an example of what you should be able to manifest even at
Wow.
starter level. So now you've done reading and associating with the hand gestures, I want you to follow me down to the bankside here. Now, in this lake here, there is a rare golden fish, a golden trout. Your test is to retrieve it from the water using your elements, using your shaping. You must do this as a team.
Okay.
I shall give you no hints or directions on how best to achieve this, but I want it in my arms.
Okay.
Are we fishing?
You are
I mean-
fishing
We
and shaping.
we shape. Okay, it's shaping's the magic. I want to call it magic. Can I call it magic?
You
Shaping.
can call it shaping. That's what it's called.
Okay, sorry.
It's how you conjure the elements.
So I've not fished. I've fished before, but I don't fish a lot. But you need a fishing rod, right? Or a net or something.
You can use the rod here if you wish, but I suspect it will take us most of the morning.
Well, we c-
Maybe if you have a lure. Can I look down at the ground and try and pick out like a rock?
Yeah.
And I want to try and, if I have like power of earth or invoke my like, maybe I can shape this rock and make it like a really attractive, like shiny lure to go on the end of it, rather than having to use
Yeah.
a maggot or a worm.
Okay, so shape, so it's finger spell earth, and then use the spell.
Okay, so that would be EARTH.
Nice. Yeah, and you kind of feel a power start to emanate around your hands and your fingers. And as you take this rock, you do you almost like carve it, almost like shape it like water would over a like a cliff face over a number of centuries, and it kind of becomes very, very polished and shiny, almost like a gemstone. And it has like a deep like veins of rock underneath. It's really like quite a lure, quite attractive.
Whoa.
That
That was
Can I-
cool.
Sita kind of looks at you and goes, that was pretty remarkable.
can I see the trout from where we are at all, or is it just?
It's quite dark. It's early. It's not even dawn yet. So it's still, the sun's not really up. It's quite dark in the around the lake. You can see a lot of fish in the lake, but you haven't picked out a golden one yet.
I can control the sun, remember?
Yeah, is this so the
No,
sun
you
is
can't, not yet. Maybe not ever.
So
Could
if we do this right, Sita, we can have a level of control of elements. Is that what you're telling us?
Give it a try.
Well, if it's a golden trout and we can't really see it in there, do you think you could create some kind of like glowing light that'll go over the water so you can see the reflection off the scales under the water?
Your young companion may be able to do this.
We could work something out. So with fire and air and maybe like leaves or something, we could make like kind of like a lantern, and I could kind of drift it out over onto the water.
What happens if I sign fire?
You combust.
Find out.
The entire ground is a...
Ah!
You can manifest exactly what you wish to do with the element.
Yeah, I
By
would
shaping.
like a ball of fire light thing to do what Marlon said.
Okay. Shape fire then. Finger spell fire.
F-I-R-E.
Yeah. And you kind of put your hands together and you pull them apart, and this ball of light is very intense. You have to kind of turn your eyes from it a little bit. It's too close to you.
This is great. It's warm.
How about
It is just hovering there.
Shall I'll just blow it out so there's like a little mini firenado over the lake, illuminating it.
fire?
So I'll sign.
That's my worst nightmare you've just picked. Like I have a thing about tornadoes, and I'm also not keen on burning. So
Fire.
Oh, I enjoy both.
How did you catch a fish? We made a fire NATO to catch.
Okay, so
So air, yeah.
I-R.
Yep.
Wow.
So you kind of send it, you conjure some air or some like current within your palm, and you kind of latch onto this sphere, and send it out and towards the middle of the lake, and almost immediately, it does light the water up the surface, and you can see a very distinctively large fish, golden fish.
okay.
Its scales
water.
definitely reflect in the light. It's
But-
dramatically bigger. It's about I would say it's about 4 foot.
Oh God,
in
blimey!
It's
Marlon,
massive.
Could you influence the current maybe and bring it closer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that might be the idea. Okay. Is the lure like
Yeah,
in the
because
water?
the bug like goes to the fishing rod, attaches the lure, and it's like, okay, and they'll try and cast anywhere near.
Yep.
this thing.
And then
Yeah,
I will regret having the longest element to spell. And so yeah, and then
Yeah.
Marlon will go.
Nice.
And then
Brilliant.
just try and move the current to bring the
Yep.
area where the golden fish is closer
Yes.
towards where the
Yep.
lure is.
Yep. So you do manage to do that, and you kind of take the shoal of fish and you guide them by moving the current closer to the lure. Now, who is the leader of this test? You need to nominate someone.
Water.
It doesn't actually matter who it is.
I vote bug.
Bug,
I suppose you got the fishing rod, I suppose.
Yeah.
Bug's doing the fishing,
Or
yeah.
Marlon. Okay, I'll do it. Yep.
Okay. Okay, right. You haven't got any infused items. I'm just checking the levels. Okay, so the leader rolls 3d6. So this is your first test. This is called a belief barrier.
Ooh.
There's 2 types of tests in the game: a belief barrier and a disbelief battle. One's obviously like a role-playing test, and the second one is a duel essentially between something spreading disbelief. Right. Okay, so 3d6 you need to roll. You need to keep the numbers as well separate, so you need to know exactly what numbers you've got individually.
Shall I roll them now?
Yes, and just keep the numbers separate. Yeah, so
So I rolled a 1, a 1, and a 1.
Wow.
No.
way.
No.
The first roll
No
of the
way.
game. No.
Triple fumble.
What?
triple
That's amazing.
Fumble.
Any
I
of you
told
that
you.
are here, this
I
is what
told
we
you.
do.
Rich, I told
So as
you.
you- That is incredible. Do you know the odds of getting 3 1s or 3 6s?
On this
No,
on
so-
this
They're
channel,
not
a lot.
easy. No. very, very high.
11
Wow.
ones.
Wow,
Wow.
that's quite special.
I feel
Thank you.
that
I-
is. Thank
can
you
I
so
take
much
That's
for picking us
phenomenal.
up like that.
That's phenomenal.
Can I take back my vote and choose someone else?
Can I take back my vote?
Bug
Pick
has
the
let us down
water guy.
already.
I picked the water guy just so everybody knows.
The GM is like, how do I fix this?
How do I
Yeah, well,
fix this issue?
there is no fixing it. There's no fixing it.
Before you
Basically,
die.
yeah. So basically, you got 3 1s, which is an automatic fail. Now,
Oh.
because this is a tutorial, so what basically happens is
Reset the day.
you cast your rod out. You cast your rod out. The lure goes through the glowing fiery ball, and strikes the golden trout on the head.
Oh my
And
God,
it kind of like all this steam rises from the surface of the lake, and it kind of swims away. A sea to kind of like, well, that's happened before. Maybe not the same circumstances, but it's to be expected. It's your first go. So let's forget this. Maybe there's time for you to work better as a team in the future. Don't be too disappointed. Don't lose sleep over it. Although
I wouldn't have.
you should really rethink your life, to be
Wow.
honest.
We're not cut out for this. Can we just
Wow.
go home?
I mean, we should just go home. Yeah. I don't think.
That is not an option. As I said,
Yeah.
you are duty bound to this pact.
Oh boy.
And in fact, the only way you can return home
It's to be better than that.
is to heal the world tree.
The what now?
I don't feel fire could do that.
Belief can, and this is what
Oh,
you'll accumulate and earn.
Okay.
Okay. Don't worry, it will come in time.
Yeah.
The fish matters little.
Okay, good.
Disbelief matters
Good. 'Cause it's
everything.
stunned.
Now listen, I need 2 volunteers.
Oh,
Okay.
fire and water. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
No one else does it.
I've learned
fire and water.
the hard way not to volunteer until you know what you're volunteering for.
It's quiet.
Fair,
You know,
that's fair.
Bug is trying to hold tears back. He's being
Oh,
told to
wow.
reevaluate my whole life after fucking that up so bad.
Not a bug.
Right, face each other on the bank here, please.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is a contest between you both. You can see it as a sort of duel. It's only for fun. We're not trying to hurt each other. Just trying to put the other person off their shaping. Now, I want you to cause your opponent some discomfort using your shapes and your elements.
I'm gonna make a fire, a ring of fire around him.
Yeah, then yeah, WATER to just because we're right next to the water, just bloop.
Yep, like put it out
Me
or
or the fire?
over her.
Okay.
Uh,
On me or the fire? You make.
Oh, so
me
is
wet
that, are
and
those the
cold,
two
or is it the
opposed things?
fire?
Is that like
Yeah,
the two
so-
opposed things we do? We try and do at the
so
same
how
time.
how it works, right? At level 1, you roll 3d6. Okay. Now, if you are the dominant element, which you are Phil or Marlon, you get to re-roll 1 dice.
Ooh. Oh, what is this?
And,
Because water.
You're
and
the
fire
dominant
is
element.
like
Yes.
water.
Unfortunately, Piper has no re-rolls, so it's a roll. It's a contested roll. So
So just 3 dice,
please, 3d6. Yeah. No cheating.
Oh shit!
Phil,
that's
you get
so
to
good.
you get to Marlon. You get to re-roll the
Okay.
lowest dice.
All right, I got a 4, a 4, and a 1, so I'm gonna re-roll the 4 and get another 1. So 9.
Okay. I got a 6, 5, and 5.
Nice.
Oh dear.
Violence,
Amazing.
baby.
The anti-bug.
Yeah,
So you conjure your ring of fire around Marlon, and it really is so intense around him that he struggles to even see the lake water, let alone pull it out. So he ends up almost like trying to take some of the bank mud against you, but fails miserably, and kind of and just has to cower into a ball against the intensity of the ring. And he drop it.
I will drop
And
it.
Sita goes, already a very good grasp of your element. Shaping comes naturally to you.
Oh, thank you.
But don't get cocky.
I will.
Very different. It's very different out there in the field. On your journeys. There's unknown dangers.
Okay.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
The other two. Come up, please.
Ah, see?
Yeah. Very like head tucked down, bug shuffles over.
Now,
You right there, Bug?
I'm okay.
so if you see on your character sheet, you'll see the element wheel, and you'll see which is the dominant element between you both.
Oh.
Not feeling very dominant.
What was that?
So Earth trumps air in this occasion. So so it's the same deal. You get to Buck. You get to re-roll one of your dice, your lowest number, and tell me what you're going to do with your element, your shaping. Again, you're not meant to hurt the other person, just to put them off their kind of technique.
I know what I'm gonna do.
You go first because I've got something.
I'm gonna get the slightest tiny little breeze just to blow in his ear.
That is fucking cruel.
What Bug's going to try and do is just try and tremble the ground a little bit, enough to maybe just like make them have to catch their footing, but not enough to like fully knock them over. Just enough to put them to go whoa, like catch their step.
Yeah. Put them off the shaping. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So a mini earthquake.
Yeah, just a little tremor, just to make them have to stop what they're doing and catch themselves rather than fall over.
Okay, cool. Right, so figure spell your elements and then roll the dice. Mm-hmm.
That's so disgustingly easy.
Well, air.
Yeah, but I do have Zephyr as my name, so
Yeah, exactly. It kind of balances out.
I got Bug.
Bug, yeah.
Okay.
I rolled 1, 1, 5.
I rolled 2, 2, and 6, and I'll re-roll one of those 2s. So now it is a 2, 3, 6.
Okay, so the little wisp of air in the ear does little to Bug, and manages to create a small tremor, but the sort of like the shaping is a little bit uncontrolled, like the casting of the rod, and moves the ground a little bit too forcefully, and you go flying up into the air and then down onto your
Damn
backside.
it, Bug.
Steph, I didn't mean. I'm sorry. I think I overegged it because of how much I've messed up earlier. Sorry.
Don't apologise. You've got a good grasp of shaping already. You can't be apologising to these people spreading disbelief.
Okay, thank you for the compliment.
I need you to be confident, all of you. Maybe not as confident as Piper, but confident all the same. Now, you'll be working as a team from now on, all the time.
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
And if you use your elements and connect them well together, you'll go far and you'll return home quickly. Now, I suppose next I send you back to Scriv. I am reasonably pleased with your progress, but your teamwork has a lot to be desired.
Okay.
Well, yeah,
You may want to return to the lake, maybe tonight or this afternoon, and practice your fishing again as a team. But for now, go back to Scriv, and she has to introduce you to your ponies.
Oh,
Pony?
Yes. You need some way of travelling.
Awesome.
So Scriv's kind of looking at down towards the lake from the doorway, kind of like amused, got a smirk on her face, and she's making some notes in a little leather-bound journal. Come back.
Guys, just before we get to Scrib, I don't know if this is something you want to do. I got a camera. I don't have a. It's mostly I just go through like a bunch of birds and like bugs and like natural things. But do you want to huddle up and we could? I don't know how long we're going to be here. If I'm never going to see you again after this, but I'd like to get. Should we get a photo together? Just.
That sounds good. I'd love that.
Aw.
Yes. I don't think Sita would want to join you. Also, I'm not sure it's good to have evidence of dragon kind if you ever return home.
that makes
Cool.
sense.
But
To offer,
I'm
like-
more than willing to get in a group photo, and also never show this device to the Piskies. You'll never see it again.
I know that.
There are kind of inventors, our local inventors, and they covet things like this more than anything. Technology from Earth. They make some extraordinary things, such as the Allswell that you travelled through to get here. I don't know what they could do with a camera, but it could be dramatic.
I've got it.
Right.
And
Scriv kind of stands in the middle. Cecily, do you want to come into this photo? And you see this small figure approach from behind, and she kind of like shakes her head and walks back, and just grabs some pastries on the way back.
Aw.
Right, can you get in the photo? Is there a timer on this thing?
I set up a little timer in the tree, and then I make sure like, okay, you need to be there, you need to be there. Okay, we're good. And then I puff it over to join on the side with like it's a big thumbs up.
Griv kind of like gets a quill, kind of flourishes it.
Can I make fire in my hand?
Yeah, if you finger spell it again. You provide the lighting. You can do a windswept thing. You can do like one of those like special effects, like with the hair sweeping by.
The light
Just
is
make sure the
exactly in
wind
the
is
right
coming.
place.
We all just like we're just like blinking.
We look like models because we've all got a little gentle wind right in our face
Exactly,
rather
yeah.
than from the side.
Exactly. And the camera goes off.
Cool.
Was that all right? Go and check it.
I go and check it, and I look at it. Yeah, everybody's in. Oh, it's so cool. Thanks, guys. And it's...
Right, you may want to keep your camera out because I'm about to introduce you to your mounts for this impending journey you must take. If you follow me around here, and Scriv kind of like starts walking around the outside of the cabin, and you come to these stables, and behind the beside the first sort of like stable fence is this huge like contraption. It looks like a giant hubcap. But it's got a seat in the middle of it. Very strange mechanical device. It's just leaning against the stable fence. and beyond that are just a whole group of ponies. Jeez, I need to go back to this. It's the trouble when you make a ill-designed game. We have to keep flipping between sections.
I would not describe any part of this.
No.
I'm having so much fun. This is great.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Yeah. So, right, you get to pick one each. They're all similar breeds. They're all roadworthy. They've all got very good temperaments. It's just a matter of which one you bond with, I suppose. The colouring you like. I expect you to look after them well, and you may give them your own name. Please walk into the stables and introduce yourselves to whichever one you pick.
Is this in the book? Is this in the book, Rich?
I believe so.
Cool.
It's briefly mentioned. Briefly mentioned.
Yeah, page 68 and 69.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
69. Oh, cool.
There's different modes of travel around the islands. So there's like
Yes.
kelpies for the water, and that contraption you see is actually is a pisky invention. It's called a wheel. It's basically just like a gyroscopic like mode of transport. Very, very fast and unwieldy and dangerous.
Is there a fiery?
Salamanders, yeah.
Yeah.
Giant
Yeah.
salamanders in
Yeah.
miasma.
No.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, it's all adding up. Yeah, you want them. Yeah. You have to wait for Under Isles.
Hmm?
You have to wait for the third game, Under Isles. That's where it's set in the
Yeah.
caves.
Oh.
I'll come back and play that with you.
Yeah.
So name your pony and describe it a little bit, or put it on your character sheet.
I'm just looking up. I believe that I've got the right name for the color. I should know them. If there's like I go to one that's like earthy brown sort of mane, but then dun sort of light brown coat.
Nice.
And I pull out the apple I had earlier, and I just offer it towards.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, it takes it immediately and starts munching away. You've made a quick bond with it, definitely.
Hey,
Scriv kind of hands you one of those hand brushes.
thanks.
No problem.
Wait, so is Piper getting a salamander? A giant
Not
salamander?
yet. No, there's no
Yeah.
salamander.
So they're all actually ponies.
They're all ponies, yeah.
Okay.
I'll call it salamander.
Yeah, exactly.
I would like
Sally.
Sal.
I'd
Sounds
like
like a
to
great
go over to the nearest pony that I'm like, oh, okay, maybe let's try this one that is currently drinking from a bucket rather than like a trough. And I'm like, hey, buddy, hey. And then it looks up at me and goes, and just spits a load of water at me. And I'm like, oh,
That's yours. That's the one.
I like you.
That's
I like you. And I will take my grumpy pony and I will call him Squirtle.
nice.
Oh,
Nice. Well done. So many Pokemon.
Pokemon
references.
reference. Wow.
Wow.
And that's coming from me because it's like literally the only one I know. But
Well, you mentioned Snorlax on the weekend. You got
I don't
two
know.
now,
I know.
yeah.
I know like about 7. Gotta catch them all. Well, I can count the ones I know on my
7.
hand. So
Wow, you're that's enough for a party. Well done.
It is, yeah. I want my horse to be like all black, like Black Beauty.
Yeah.
Beautiful black horse.
Mhm.
and really grumpy, and be like, "You're called
Mhm.
Sal."
Temperamental, right?
Oh yeah,
Called Sal or Salamander.
salamander.
Nice.
Salamander.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, but Sal or Salamander when it's being bad.
It's such a cool name.
Very cool name.
And I walk up to the stark contrast to Piper. I'll go up to the most beautiful white, effectively Pegasus-like horse that there is, and I'll start like brushing its coat and offering it some of the watermelon.
Nice. Nice. Perfect.
I do not have any. Well, I have a grape. I don't think they want a grape.
One singular grape.
Do you want a
There
grape?
you go.
No? Fine.
I've got a name for mine, especially as I'm brushing it. Like, yeah, you're definitely dusty. You're dusty.
Yeah.
Ah. Brilliant.
Oh, I don't know of a name. Screw it, Pegasus.
Peggy.
Right.
Peggy.
Sus.
Peggy Sue. Sus.
Pegasus is
Well,
the name,
excellent.
and Sus is the nickname.
Right.
called
You've definitely found your traveling companions.
Salamander.
Now, before we set off on your first questing day, in search of belief and the expulsion of disbelief, I wish for you to have another go at the fishing. I watched from the door, and I'll be honest, it didn't look too good. And Sita's now kind of sat in the living room, furiously knitting, and she only does that when she's kind of anxious.
Well,
Now,
only day one.
I know it is,
Yeah.
but let's get off to a good start. Now,
Okay.
return to the lake and see if you can get this golden trout out.
Okay. Do we take the horses or not?
No, the ponies stay here.
Oh, okay. Sorry,
You can
Salamander.
collect them. You can collect them when we head off.
He's like over there. He just didn't give a shit anyway, so I'm okay. It's cool. See you later, Sal. Didn't give a shit. It's over there.
He's completely ignoring you.
Absolutely just don't give a shit.
Now, Bug, do you wish to try again as the head of this task, or would you like to pass the baton?
I think Bug, they want to prove themselves, but they don't want to be the one in charge this time. It's like, I want to correct my mistake, but I don't need to be the one who is the hero here. I want to correct my mistake by helping somebody else do this.
You should do it. You should do it, Bug.
Yeah, you can do it. That was our first try.
It's not gonna be
Okay.
like that again.
Yeah. Should we try doing just the same thing again?
Let me try something else as well.
Mm.
It's something I think I saw my dad do ages ago when he was fishing. I try and go to a tree. Can I try like create a net of some kind? Like can I grow like vines either to make a bit of a net or to like get a branch to like form like a scooping net kind of thing?
Yeah. Do your sign for Earth, and then
Okay, so
yeah. So you kind of shape your hands, and you go to the nearest tree. It's got a lot of kind of like stringy vines around the branches, and you kind of like you kind of grab them. They've got those also those like things that are on the side of a trunk. They're kind of like you rip off, and they start to form this net together. It's quite intricate, but it's almost like your imagination is like focused on your hand movements, and the way you generate the earth and the vines, and you manipulate them. They kind of work in kind of like tandem with each other and start to like intertwining, and do kind of form this crude net with quite equal sort of spaces between or gaps between them. It's like a mesh type thing.
I set up to like get the fishing rod across, and as soon as it is close enough, whether it takes the lure or whether it just goes under, just to get that net up under it. That's
Okay.
what I'm gonna try and do.
Okay, perfect. So you cast the net out into the area where you want to fish. Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Right. What are the others doing?
I will make
Any
my,
new ideas,
my...
or we can do it again? Yep.
No, I'll make my ball of fire.
Yep.
I'll blow it out, as in towards the water.
Yeah.
I'm just
Do
like
your, do
immediately
your,
snap
do,
it.
do your element shaping then? Do your
Aw.
do your sign language again? Yeah.
I-R-E.
Nice. Yeah. So that goes out to
Okay.
the middle of the lake again, and it kind of drifts across. It's kind of bobbing in the air above the net, and you can see
No.
the golden trout again. It's almost always in the center of the lake, this small lake.
Okay. So I'm gonna try that. I'll take the rod. Has it still got the good lure
Yeah.
on it from earlier
Yeah,
on?
it's still got that amazing kind of like gemstone lure.
Okay. I'll try it, but I'll try something a little bit different and see if I can reel it in. Okay. Right. So seeing where it is, almost in the center, then I'll give me a W, give me an A, give me a T, give me an E, give me an R.
Nice.
And then round and round and round, and I'll try and basically make the current not exactly a whirlpool, but make it swirl around where it is, so it doesn't really have places to swim away to.
Yeah.
And then I'll try and cast the lure into the center.
Okay,
See if
perfect.
I can
Right.
get it
With
in.
renewed confidence, Bug, roll 3d6.
Oh God, who
Here
is
we
that?
go, guys.
Like honestly, I'm literally quitting if it's a 3-1 game.
It
You
can't
got
be
this.
any
You
worse than
got
3-1.
this.
That's
right?
better. It's better. It's
Okay,
four,
okay.
a 4, and a 3.
Okay.
So
Okay, that's
total
good.
11.
Right now, because you each used your element, you're assisting basically. You +1 for each element used. So add the total up from the dice and then +3.
4, 4, and 3 makes 11. Plus 3 makes 14.
And that is exactly what you need to pass.
Hey.
Hey.
So you can describe it together how it works, how it comes together. Or I can do it. It's up to you.
Because he's gone. Because he's
Oh, he's gone.
he's
Okay.
he's got a successful roll, so he's residing
I'm done.
on top.
I'm done.
Quitting while he's ahead.
My work here is done. Yeah. So
As
yeah,
like a whirl. So with a whirlpool and like the lure right in the middle, I make sure the net is right underneath it, and as the light just hits it right, and I see just in a moment where the carp is there, I initially go to try and like pull with my hands, but I actually just bring the roots towards me, like bringing them up with the earth until it's caught in a net, like by an overhanging tree, just suspended in the air. And I did it! We did it! We did it!
We did! Yay!
perfect. But Scriv's kind of clapping. Gets a pan flute out. Does some waving. And yeah, the fish is out. Amazing. Sita's kind of at the doorway. You didn't notice that she'd approached from the cabin, and she kind of like gives you like a regal nod of the head. And all of you feel this very strange sensation. It's a bit like winning like a race at sports day, or like beating the end boss in a computer video game or something. Anything like that. That's kind of like this moment of euphoria. It sweeps across you. And Scriv kind of like sees your reaction and says, "Oh, that's a belief you're feeling. It's infusing you, and it's also infusing the items that you hold dear." And you notice that all the items that you either wear, that one of those 5 items is kind of infused with this sort of glow, unnatural glow, almost luminescent. And that is the end of the first session.
Ah! Yay!
Fish for
Thank you,
dinner!
thank you. Thank you.
I'll use my fire!
Fish for dinner, yeah. Golden trout.
Yeah. I can actually do that. Make a fire. Does anyone want to come back and experience Christmas in my room? Guys, it's Christmas in my room.
Come on. One and all.
Exactly.
Get
Every
some presents
day.
out.
We'll see how tedious it gets after a week. Oh, that was awesome.
I hope you enjoyed it. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed
That
it.
was so good. That was really
Yeah,
good.
that was great. That was
Thank
great.
you.
That was very
Thank you.
fun. Yeah, that's cool. And it very much had that like a video game element of this is your tutorial for
Yeah.
for this, for how to survive in this world that we're about to go out into.
You cannot fail, despite rolling 3 1s.
Well,
Yeah, I mean, if that happens during a questing day, then you earn disbelief, and then it goes to a calamity table if you accumulate
wow.
enough. Yeah, so there are consequences. It is an all ages game, but there's no death in it.
Yeah.
But there are consequences
Okay.
to bad rolls.
Same time, I'm not looking about. I'm just looking at trying to look at the camera now. But like EART, like you pick it up so quickly.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's why as the Grail guide, from my point of view, I'll keep asking you to do it, even if you forget. I'll keep asking you to, because the repetition is the important thing, And then when you start to integrate the greetings, when you start to integrate the test signs, like all those different things, then it's all going to come together. And with the extra games we bring out and the modules, then we'll add more and more sign language until you've got quite a robust learning system. That's the idea of it. But the game's mainly designed to encourage sign language learning. So it's meant to give you like a taste of it, and then you're extracurricular. You're meant to learn it on your own, and that's what's happening in schools. So it's been quite successful that way. That's what we want. We want kids to be learning, don't we? And what families and anyone really
Is it
to narrow that gap.
Is
It is in America. It is in America with the game. My colleague Marianne is actually running it with her school, and she's got funding to run it in the school, and she's gonna do a part of a PhD on it. So, and we're actually off to Sweden in a couple of weeks to do a seminar on sort of gaming as an enrichment activity.
Oh, that's awesome.
cool.
So so some cool stuff happening behind the scenes. So next week we'll start our first questing day.
Questing day. I'm so
Adventure!
excited.
Adventure. Could you teach us the sign for adventure?
Adventure.
Or would that be something we'd
The
have
one
to
that-
We'd
learn?
have to learn that. I think we'd definitely. I'm not sure what adventure is.
Is it
Like
in the book?
excited.
I have to spell no.
Yeah.
I can spell it for now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Adventure. Yeah. We'll find it out for next week. I'll find it out for you.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah, I enjoyed that a lot.
If you want to pick up the books, the game's on PDF on itch.io, and you can pick up, if you're in the UK, you can pick up a hardcover from our website, hatchlingsgames.co.uk. There you go. Thank you for that. And
By magic.
and if you're in the US, it's at Indie Press Revolution. It's just come out there, so you can order your copy there.
Cool. Yeah.
Thank you for having me. It was really enjoyable.
Yeah, thank you.
Good.
Trying to decide if we're gonna do the giveaway now or next week.
Could do.
We can do half now and half next week.
Half now?
Yeah.
Yeah, if we do two PDFs, two PDFs now.
PDFs.
How do you feel about that? And then we have more,
Yeah.
because basically that's the hook. It's the hook, you see. We can draw people
come
are watching
back.
it in, make sure they come back next week. Repeat viewing. That's
Exactly.
Shrewd business.
And also, if it doesn't work, because we've never done this before, if it doesn't work, then we're doing it next week.
Yeah,
Yeah.
figure it out
See if
during
it-
the
see if
week.
it works,
Figure it
see if it
out.
works.
Them all away
Yeah.
then. Likewise with the closed captions, I'm not sure if they worked.
I don't think they worked at all. I
Okay.
had them on, so I
Yeah,
don't
same.
know.
I haven't seen any on the stream.
Okay.
So we'll also figure that out
We'll
by
sort
next
that
week.
We'll
out.
figure
We'll sort
that out
for
as
next week, yeah.
well. Because we're not fluent in sign just yet. Cool. Let's
Yes.
try and do this because I don't know if we can.
So this is also our tutorial for trying to work out how to do a giveaway on Twitch as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
I've
just-
just put loads of pressure on the team.
so
just trying
look
to figure
forward
out
to the
3
first
new things all at once.
one of the
happens
first
if I
people
do
to
that?
win.
Hey,
Enter
cool!
the
Look at
Discord
that. That's
outside.
what I was looking for all stream. And
So much learning. Yeah, there is learning. Learning 24/7 is.
okay, I don't know if it's if it went totally pear-shaped, but the first name to come up is Fumblefolks.
Oh, so we have won a PDF
You've won
copy
the
of
PDF, which you've already
Inspirisles.
got.
Yeah.
Try again.
What's
And
the next
apparently
name?
Fumblefolks is not following Fumblefolks.
Well, they can't win then.
No, they're not allowed.
Yeah.
Definitely. In fact,
It's a fix.
after you play this one shot, I want them back. Actually, return the codes to me.
The next one is Phil.
Is it doing it in the
Yes!
order that we...
I don't know, maybe.
Has it actually randomized it?
I hope so. Well, far we can...
I don't know. Next one is Foolish Fool and Squirrely. So
There we go.
That's
Hey.
Foolish Fool is Squirrely. Okay. All right.
Right, you both get
I
a
don't think
PDF.
that was the same order. I don't think those are the same order because I think.
No.
yeah, because Cat, you definitely pulled that. Wow,
That's
wow.
true. Yeah.
Yeah. And can we do?
You'll do one more.
Just
Yeah,
keep
alright
drawing
then.
names until you find someone you like.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, we got Squirrely and
So
And
here we
Lauren.
go.
Oh.
I don't know why.
There you
why
go.
say accepted.
There
There we
we
go.
go.
There you go.
Cool.
Congratulations!
Yay!
So you three get a PDF.
Yeah.
and Origuil. Are you still here? That's a good point. All right?
Yeah.
like we can get in contact with Dora
Yeah.
and Squirrely, but
Yeah.
We can
Origuil.
contact them. It's fine. Yeah, it's all good. We'll do that. Yeah. Cool.
So
We'll be able to get
I
hold
think
of
they
it.
are still in the chat.
Yeah. Well, congrats. So
Alright,
we'll send you a PDF of the game, and next week we'll do a hardcover giveaway as well.
Yeah, so that's our hook for you all watching is
Yeah.
next week.
Yes,
We'll have
it's
another 2
beautiful thing.
PDFs and
And
one of those beautiful books. Like
Yeah.
they just
Amazing.
look so good.
the PDF also comes with quite a lot of extras. It comes with a whole anthology of questing days, so like 9 adventures with it as well. So it's bundled together, so you can start playing straight off and learning sign language.
Awesome.
Amazing.
That's so good. Yeah. We will message you. Are you part of the Discord, by the way?
Who, me? Yeah.
No.
The Origuil.
Why does this not work? Whenever I type in, okay, good, cool. Oh, and
Yeah.
Phil posts it at the exact
At the
same time.
same time.
You can
Join the
pick
Discord! Join the Discord!
any of those links. Yeah, but if you're already there, then that's fine. Message one of us, or we'll message you on here. Anyway, yes, that was amazing, and I can't wait for next week. Yes,
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
yes,
Excited to see what happens and what else we might learn.
yeah.
Mhm.
I haven't been this excited about learning for a while.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That's good. Sign language learning is very, very fun, regardless of how it's done.
Origuil has joined our Discord, so we'll be able to get in
Hey,
touch with
cool.
them about it.
Yay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
fantastic. Okay,
Nice.
right. So you'll be able to get copies. Bree or Phil, I'll send the codes over. 3 extra codes.
Yeah.
And you can just pass them along.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Will do.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Any other things that's coming up this week? I think that's it, isn't it?
Most of the crew on holiday,
on
enjoying a bit of turkey at the moment, which is nice. So yeah, we like one last little plug is probably just, you know, we've got
It's a thing that we're doing.
we've got our own things on DriveThruRPG and on Etsy as well, because we publish. If you haven't seen this before, we normally do a lot of 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. We have released a number of our one shots aimed at beginners. So if any of you watching haven't played D&D before, or have friends who haven't played that you know they'll love it, send them our way, because we've got the Discord community that we mentioned. We've got loads of channels in that are based around, like, for people that are new to it, people that are addicted to dice, people that are like Catherine and like
sitting here giggling them.
GM questions. We're all about world building, lots of things like that. Come and get involved, which is great. And we are been very busy. Bree in particular has been ludicrously busy at the moment. Working on our very first Kickstarter, which that's not how I'm trying to type it as I'm speaking, and I cannot type and speak.
Shall I speak? This is usually how it works. I speak and you type.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, we have our very first Kickstarter launching at the end of the month on Halloween. Yes! It is the witch class for D&D 5e, and we have a spell book, ritual spell book, and stuff. Yeah, I did not do a very good job of that, but that's fine. But yeah, check out the launch page, and then we will it will go live on Halloween, and then fun things will happen.
Yeah, we should probably write the book.
Yeah. Have you started that yet, Phil? Shit, I thought it was.
No, we got lots of fun ideas.
Yeah.
I have. Okay, like the other day, I was working in my real world job, real world, but it was really quiet, so I ended up coming up with spells and game mechanics and all those things you're supposed to do when you're working.
Game mechanics?
Game mechanics. That sounds fun.
Game mechanics. I'm definitely not the person to try and put those to paper. I don't think I know what I'm talking about.
Okay, fair. But yeah, there's that. There's also a new thing that I can only really say for the next few weeks, so I'm going to do it now. We have a horrific encounter generator for 5e. It's literally like one page, and it there's a table of monsters, a table of the setting, and then a table of the plot hook. And you just roll randomly, and then it comes up with like a little scenario for like a one shot or whatever for you. Cool. We've just been raided.
It's been raided by 12 people. Hi.
Gonna.
Panic.
Hi, thanks for raiding.
This always happens. It doesn't usually happen this early. It's usually like the American crowd.
It's just typical, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys.
Hi guys, buy all the stuff.
Yeah, and then leave.
You just missed the most exciting part of our stream where we show you all the stuff you can buy.
Yeah.
We have been doing a set up a like character creation and a little tutorial for Inspirisles, which is Rich, you can see in the center there, from Hatchling Games. Is a RPG that incorporates sign language into your RPG game. We're going to be doing an adventure, a quest, next Wednesday. So if you all are about next week, come and join in and see us prove how bad we are at hand-eye coordination as we try and learn some sign language to do magic and save the world tree.
Yep.
The
Yeah.
world tree. Yeah.
Not with the fire that I possess. Maybe.
It can help us along the way. Like,
yeah, I will. I just
like
don't
what-
put it anywhere
like-
near trees.
like we're trying to
No.
catch fish.
Like trying to catch fish in water.
You successfully caught fish.
We did.
Teamwork.
The
We
second time. The
Teamwork makes
second
the
time
dream
we
work.
tried.
And
did.
also
Teamwork
not
does
shit
make the
rolls.
dream work.
Yeah, first legendary. 3 ones.
Those who don't know, Sam is our regular DM for our D&D actual play that we have going most weeks. So relishes the opportunity to play, and then just immediately is like, oh come
The
on.
dice betrayed me.
3 ones.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes.
critical fail with 3d6 is pretty amazing.
Yeah.
If you get the opposite, you do get an elemental Westy part
I know.
appear.
Do you mind if I show the
I
artwork
beg
in
your
the
pardon,
book?
what?
What?
Yeah,
Because I
Have
saw
you
the
not
artwork in
seen
the book.
these?
Wait, what?
yeah.
Oh, where is it?
If you roll 3d6, you get a little Westy companion in your chosen element.
Oh,
Oh, I had a 6
Can I
by
show the
5, that was
artwork
so
from
close.
a book?
Yeah,
Is that okay?
yeah, of course.
oh, that's so cute. What page is that?
That is on page 111.
Do you also have the things on the website, Rich?
The things.
The pins, badges.
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, those are so cute.
There are pin badges.
There are pin
I
badges.
very much want one.
Come on, critical fail. Not critical fail.
Critical fail. No, what do you get? What do you get?
What do I get? Just get a spider. Just
if you roll a
You get a
critical
dung
fail, then someone else gets the dog. Everyone else but you.
Everyone else gets a dog.
Just piggies on you routinely.
Amazing. But yes, if you haven't got them on the website, you should do
Yeah,
it.
I don't know why I haven't. I don't know. Why I
No.
haven't. I've got bookmarks. No one wants bookmarks.
Aw.
Everyone wants a bookmark, but also more people want a pin.
Yeah,
so-
I don't know why I haven't got the pins. The pins are just insanely well
Yeah. It's because they're cute and
because
colourful.
they're cute dogs
They're called gogs.
and they're called gogs.
Gogs.
Which being from Wales is like yeah, means of the
North
of the
Walians.
north
Yeah.
ish.
Yeah.
They all have a gog accent.
Woof. Bark. Bark. Anyway. Okay. Okay.
Sorry
cool.
if we have any gogs watching.
Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, cool. Also, the Raiders, if you do want to come back next week, we're giving away a couple more PDF copies of the book and also a hardcover. Yay!
Mhm.
There it is, Sam. It's so pretty.
It's such a
So-
pretty book.
Yay! Cool.
It's all amazing art, obviously all the rules, all of the, especially like how to run it as well. That's all in the back. How to do the sign language, your own like personalized character sheets, and that. I love this book.
Awesome.
Yeah, well,
Cool.
we'll be having this an actual play with girls run these worlds as well, which is I'm quite excited about
Yes.
in the new year. So yeah,
Yes.
lots of nice streamers are coming forward and trying it out.
Oh,
And
it's
learning
a
sign
really
language
good
is more
it's
even
a
more
really good
important.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the better. Alright, cool. And on that note, thank you for following and rating and joining us for this. I hope you learned some sign language and I hope you learn how to sign your names. Yes. Well done. Catherine, yes. Great. Alright, yeah. So yeah. Let's we're gonna be raiding the initiative order, but we're playing Achtung Cthulhu. But yes,
Uh-oh. Get
until
ready to
next
lose
week.
your sanity.
Yeah. Bye, and thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Right, thank you.
Bye.